And we are back yet again. Half Hour Henshin, as always, hosted by me, Sleepy Witch, joined by
DJ Azure, the 2.5T here, TalkTuber.
We got almost double the God chart to talk about this week.
Yeah, 1.5 times the God chart. Yeah,
1.5 times the God chart. I feel like it's easier to just start with the gorgeous part of the of the content today.
Oh,
the
man.
second part of Kamen Rider Gotcha versus Kamen Rider Legend. First of all, for some reason,
I gotta hear my boy again.
Yeah, for some reason, I had the weirdest feeling that this was supposed to be a 3-parter. I don't know why. I was like,
well, normally these actually go on for a little bit longer because Kamen Rider Veil for Revice was was it a 4 or 5 episode miniseries? Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like I read somewhere, I saw someone like, oh yeah, it's gonna be 3 episodes. I was expecting 3, so when I downloaded the second one, it was like the end. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, we just get to see Hotaro be a good boy because he's basically just decked out in a bunch of stuff that he's handed that Corpse is handing him.
I love the almost it reminds me of the Soul Eater line where it's a healthy soul resides in a healthy mind and a healthy body, but it's a gorgeous soul resides. You have to be gorgeous on the outside to be gorgeous on the inside first.
Yeah.
Oh, it was cool that we actually got to see Decade.
Yeah, I got to hear my boy.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to hear him.
Yeah. Decade, and that being the reason why his suit looks like Decade, it was pretty cool. Him being gorgeous Decade was cool as well. It was a pretty generic fight, the younger hero motivates the older hero by showing him that we're not gonna give up, it's always about saving civilians.
Mm-hmm.
General, just really cute, cool fight. We got to see what's it called? The double and fuse.
Yeah.
It was
double and O's.
O's, yeah, because it was fives from the other one. And then we got my favorite combination form because it took our 2 favorite boys.
Full rocket, yeah.
We got the Fours build combo. I loved Butler in this, by the way, just in the background being oh, he's combining the powers of Kamen Rider Fours and Kamen Rider build.
Yeah,
the law of victory is set, you could say.
Yeah, I love that. The reason why I love that is because he's basically there's a lot of Zeo DNA in this, considering that they're using Kamen Rider Barlux, who I think, if I remember correctly, was the villain of the Kamen Rider Zeo movie. Yeah, I think it was called Rider Time. And it was Overquarter, and it was so good. They actually used a lot of Heisei riders that aren't technically Heisei, a lot of the forgotten ones, because Black and Black RX, they're considered Showa riders, but they were actually released in the Heisei era of real life, but they're just considered kind of the old style, because they didn't get into the new stuff with until Kuga and stuff like that we recognize as Heisei officially.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that's
but
really interesting. I didn't know. I thought he was a new guy for this. So I was like, oh, that's cool. They use the other time guy, Gio, as the base for that suit, for the Rico. I didn't realize he was a guy from something already.
Yeah, it's I didn't realize it too until I saw Barlux. I'm like, oh wait, that's right. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, 100 is also a really generic organization name.
Yeah, but what was it? It was also they also had stuff they had one based on Nozamas, I believe. I forgot what it was, but Kamen Rider Amazons, that's a Heisei rider, but it's not officially in the slate of Heisei that people know. They had one based on Shin. It was actually really cool, what they did with the unofficial Heisei riders.
No, that is really cool. And I just thought it was cute that at the very end he goes back, and Kaijiki's like, yeah, your food's still weird though.
Yeah. Oh, also, can we talk about the kick this episode?
Yeah, that was sick. Just him riding into fucking kick.
Yeah, and they do both kicks. So like they actually like he basically does like a rocket powered boosted limit is infinity of build, which is really cool. And then Legend jumps off and then does the card kick with like Decade does.
I mean, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, but you know it's not cool. Did you see what the official toy for the Legend driver looks like?
No.
It is the ugliest orange you could ever see.
Oh no.
Yeah, it like the thing is they have good gold paint. I have the fever buckle the slot machine buckle from Geats. It's actually gold, but I have no idea what they did with this Legend driver. Like it is orange. Like it almost looks like high vis orange. Like it's ugly. Like why did they do this?
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of looking at. I'm looking at like official images, so I'm sure this isn't as orange as it is in real life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's utterly awful to look at. Here, I'm sending you a video,
Oh,
like
God.
from when they showed it off officially. Like, why? like, like this is the actual image I saw. Like this, like obviously the real one's on top, and then the DX version on the bottom. Like, why?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's. I mean, someone says that it might be the lighting, but like it just looks so bad.
You can only hope it's the lighting.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for the image. I haven't seen it. I'll get back to it when I receive it.
yeah. I mean, like talk about lighting. Gotcha took a dark turn, and we're finally at the pre-Christmas dark turn. I am so excited. Like, so pretty much like every single time I like look at Toko Twitter and they're all complaining about Gotcha being too happy, I'm like, do you guys not appreciate the slow burn of like a happy hero until he has to deal with an enemy that just doesn't care?
Yeah.
And we're finally getting that. Unfortunately, I'm worried that people are gonna try and like fly the Kekara flag again because look, Garchard is dealing with actual issues now. It's such a just not disproving those allegations. The Kekara was right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was some pointed commentary from Kamen Rider Geats as a show. Obviously, we've just kind of been setting up the world and like the vibes with Gotcha up to this point. And honestly, just this episode, like you said, was dark. One big extended fight. Hotaro and the Chemis managing to get away from the inspector lady.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like, the vibe of like she can just like teleport her hand and steal the chemis, and it turns out that like her hand is deteriorating because of forbidden alchemy or whatever.
Yeah, and it's funny too because like this darkness has been hinted at since we met the Abylla sisters. Like the Abylla sisters do not care.
I mean, they don't.
Yeah, but now we're actually seeing them clash, and we get like honestly, some of the commentary for this episode has been great online. Like, okay, that was uncalled for. Like, oh hey teacher, stay here, and just pins his hand to a pole, like with like a massive needle. Like, okay, that was a lot. And then someone said, oh, I really appreciate the main heroes of the show because they are willing to throw hands with a little girl. Like all of them were instantly trying to attack her. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what I mean. She's evil. That's what she gets, unfortunately.
Yeah. Talk about unfortunate. Yeah, the inspector.
Gets eviscerated. So I mean, hey, they were a character that we hadn't met like for too long. She was just kind of like a fake out, and then like hey, look, the Abyssal Sisters are really evil. They'll kill you even if you work for them, kind of thing.
Yeah, and talking about killing, now Sabimaru is now slowly being killed because we got one of the sickest transformations.
Holy shit! First of all, him being forced, and then the like zoom in, like, what was that phrase again? Henshin. Whew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was like that was
And
messed
then
up, and I loved it.
the dark steam engine, like everything surrounding him, like, oh my god, the fucking rib bones that come out from the outside. It was such a fucking sick transformation.
Yeah, my friend pointed out, and I was laughing my ass off at him saying, "Dude, that's also just the Kamen Rider Rogue scream."
Yeah, it is. I mean, they use that. I think they use
like
that a lot. Scream. But yeah, and the thing that really bothers me about Dread is like a oh no, like oh shit, is the fact that he's Dread Type 0.
Yep. Ooh, and after that, but also because it's pre-Christmas, you know what this means? New toys, and what are the new toys? Dark Chemies. Let's go! I need to go get myself a Dark Steamliner.
Dark Chemies. Honestly, that so many more cards. Secondary. Unfortunately, isn't the Dread Driver specifically a P Bandai exclusive though?
Yeah, but at least because it's a P Bandai, it looks good. Unlike the Legend Driver I just showed you.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that was also P Bandai too, which hurts even more.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, and also talking about said friend and about how evil the little one was. Is that we like my friend who actually is the one that edited my transformation sequence for stream. Said, yeah, we all thought Burbo was amazing for being so young, and this girl's like, hold my juice box.
Stop.
She is so good at being evil. Like, holy crap, man.
No, I mean, she's just good at being like creepy and like antagonistic.
Yeah, it's just so good.
Also, man, watching Dread just body Valvarad. Oof.
Yeah, and also talking about Dread, what was also like super sick about this episode too, the fact that we technically got a broken helmet scene.
Oh yeah,
we technically got it, but they weaponized it to like say, no, you're not attacking. Like that was messed up.
Yep. Dread. First of all, Dread being a being that like controls the person who puts it on. One, the like armor that wears you is just a good staple for like quote unquote dark stories.
Mm-hmm.
It being used by the bad guys to turn a friend into an enemy. Them picking Sabimaru is probably one of the people who believes in Hotaru the most at this point too.
Yeah, and like what was also crazy about this too is that he's like actively fighting the Dread Driver, which is insane. Like his inner thoughts are actually being transmitted through Isaac. And after that, like he actually stops his finishing blow on untransformed Hotaru.
Yeah, which honestly would have killed him. Hotaru, like, man, took a lot of hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, also, really specifically, the fact that they chose Isaac because he's the one who knows all, like, the chemi combinations and stuff. And so he'd be the best one to use it. Watching him just, like, dismantle Hotaru with his own chemis was nuts.
Yeah.
Watching him just scan the cards and, like, use the same powers.
Yeah, and after that, and the other sisters, like the more battle heavy sisters, they're actually holding everyone else back to like say, watch Hotaru die. Like they're like reveling in this evil, and it's holy crap, man.
I mean, it's good. It's also nice just for this kind of series, specifically since like for a while, Geats didn't have like, oh, this is the big bad evil thing we're dealing with. Mm-hmm. It was just kind of like nebulous and in the background. So being like, no, we just have like. These are the bad guys. They're doing bad things. They're, reveling in doing bad things. And then we get the Gotcha Caliber.
Yeah. Yeah, the X-Gotcha Caliber.
The X-Gotcha Caliber, that's what it was.
Yeah,
brought down from UFOX.
Yeah. Yeah, because UFOX believes in him. Like, like UFOX has been like such a bro.
Yeah, he believes in him, but it's also because he believes in Sabimaru. So it kind of makes sense that he would be saved by that specific chemi. I love that we get another little, like, mental scene of, like, Hotaru being taught how to use the sword. I like how the sword just transforms him with a swing. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, and he only gets 2 swings off before he passes out. So, like, he's also just utterly beat up too. So
I mean, yeah, they beat him up in the like civilian form too. So unfortunately, he got his butt handed to him. Also, them seeing the Gotcha Caliber and just seeing them all react and be like, shit, lets me know that there is some sort of lore with this that we're gonna learn later. I'm so excited to see the dumb UFO suit. It looks so silly. I love it.
yeah, and after that, the other inspector, the one that we thought was actually like the really stern bad guy, he's the one that it looks like he's also like really interested in like seeing Hotaru use a level 10.
Yeah. Will he be the one to make use of a level 10?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the important stuff. They managed to get away basically with a smoke bomb from the teacher. Rin basically gets like a reminder of all of this is happening because of you. Hotaru basically gets told by Spanner that like, yeah, this is your fault. If someone better was a common rider, we wouldn't have happened. He needs to know what kind of world this is.
Mm.
And then, he vows to get stronger. I mean, just solid little episode. But then, man, the next episode, where we find out in the preview that, the Dread Driver, takes away your lifespan to transform.
Mm-hmm. Classic Kamen Rider.
Exactly. Especially because it's probably going to be, like, Sabimaru is not going to be the only Kamen Rider Dread,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we're gonna see more. I'm thinking that we're gonna see at least a couple just, like, sacrificial ones where they, like, fight once and, like, just die from having the driver.
Yeah.
Or something. We'll see. But
yeah,
they call for UFO-X, and, we're gonna see the transformation, and I hope it got some cool power. I hope UFO-X is a sick kick.
Yeah. And also, it's also pre-Christmas, because, got we got to introduce that new toy line, Dark Heavies and X's, because I think there actually is like a Phase EX that comes with like a bunch of level 10s, I think.
Gotcha.
And I totally want to buy them, even though I'm probably gonna be in Japan. Also, I'm gonna be in Japan for the next 2 weeks, so there's that too.
Hell yeah. But speaking about space kaiju from Facility 66.
Ooh.
Important
so
stuff.
Much lore.
Yeah.
So much lore.
Big lore stuff happening in Ultraman. One, the fact that those little snake guys were actually the larva form of the big man.
Mm-hmm. And he was huge.
The fact that we get, I think this one was Gabalga. The fact that we get an even bigger Gabalga. I mean, we go through some tropes, the commander basically showing up and being like, hey man, you guys haven't done anything. And it's like, we've taken down everyone. No, Blazer's taken down everyone. Being told that, like, yeah, if you guys deploy, you guys will basically be disbanded. Only for them to, basically deploy immediately anyway. And for Blazer to be immediately bodied.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. This also was a heavy fight episode, but we also got so much lore, like about the V99 is actually like, oh hey, this is Chrono Trigger. The meteor landed and it came to life in 1990. I'm just kidding.
Yep.
But yeah.
Some sad revelations this episode too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the big thing is, Emmy found out from the professor kind of what they were working on. Wormhole technology. It didn't work, and her dad was wormholed out. They have no idea where they're gone, but they're investigating, and at the same time, they're trying to deal with the brooding Gabalgas.
Yeah.
Which is gigantic, and basically just bodies Blazar.
And then obviously, as Emmy, investigates more and more and like looks at the stuff, she gets like blown back by some mysterious like fire kaiju of some sort, and then lands in the arms of someone, and we find out that it's her dad.
Yeah, it's her dad. I was like, oh shit, we found Emmy's dad. I wonder if he's gonna be important. And then, like, throughout the whole scene, he's, like, not talking. And I'm like, oh, no, he's gonna be, like, a spirit. He's already gonna be gone. Huh. But we get this big fire dragon. it looked more like a phoenix than a dragon to me, but they call it a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And he shows up to fight, and Emmy's dad basically puts his hand on a thing to release him. This is where I'm like, oh, he must be like a ghost or something, because he just doesn't do anything, and he needs Emmy to go like help him. But it's just like flipping a switch, right? So it's like, it's not like he needed her, but he didn't really have a corporeal form, I guess. So
yeah, pass along to Will. That's what we got, and yeah, Blazer gets his new arm form.
Yeah, Blazer and the Phoenix combine, and the Dragon combine. Honestly,
the reason why we're holding off with the name is because we get a cute little scene to end off the episode where they come up with the name.
Yeah, man, the firearm form is really cool though. Adding a bit more red to him, I feel like was a cool touch. The extra powers with now he can like fly around, has like fire spears are really cool. They give him the other spear, or the other little pike, because he breaks his first sword, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
And honestly... yeah.
Like that was actually a really good Chekhov's gun, too, because they were, like, pointing out, oh, that's right, okay, cool, we still have one Tilsonite spear left. And then it's like, we should have realized that, yep, it's going to Blazer. But it's also really cool too because he's able to fly and basically tag teams with Earthy, and they basically just launch like nothing but like missiles and projectiles all over the place.
The projectile tornado is really sick. And it ties in from the stuff from earlier where all of them were saying like Blazer's basically part of the team. Like we gotta help him out because he's always helped us out. I like that the fire form gives an extra like little like spear attachment to the bottom of the sword.
Yeah. He now has a double like spear thingy for the sword.
And so now he's doing like the lightning and fire. I mean, it's cool. Again, this other than that the lore stuff we talked about, this was mostly like a really heavy fight episode. There was just fighting. They finish everything off. Oh my god, and we get the dastardly reveal that actually we got the key to this storage to one of the storage like locker things in Banks, where they find the book written by with all the notes of Emmy's father, only to have it immediately fucking confiscated.
Yeah. So it's messed up because he was like she was so excited to read his notes about V99, and then immediately just gets grabbed by the GGF director, and like that's messed up. And
we find out that the commander on top of Scarred is basically taken out because someone needed to take the fall. So honestly, all in all, super menacing end to the episode. Which happens right after them trying to figure out like, oh, what should I name this fire dragon kaiju? Maybe
Fire Dragon,
Furgon? It's all super
Furgon.
It's super corny. It's really cute. But it looks like we're finally getting your wish.
After
Teruaki episode.
Exactly. After heating up so much, we have to cool down with Galactic Insect Idol. This episode was ridiculous. Yeah, it's
Oh my god. I can't believe that, honestly. I was like, oh, there's gonna be some reason, there's gonna be something, and that's what the whole episode plays you with. Because the episode just starts with the Galactic Insect Idol, like, beginnings.
And it's funny too because Rita basically just walks off because all the bad natures have been reversed to being good natures. I'm like, oh, they're all good, cool, I could leave. And then we find out over the course of the episode that she was basically investigating and how to deal with them.
And I just love the bit of like, okay, Rita's off doing something else. What are the other 5 people gonna do? And it's like, we have 3 people who are very invested in like, we need to know if something's wrong with Rita. We have 1 person who's like, oh, I'm just so curious, I have to figure this out. And we have 2 people who are immediately like, Rita's not in charge anymore. We have to go commit crimes now. Just the Yanma and the Bowski immediately being like, "Hey, there's no supreme justice. Bye."
It's so funny. It's all in character. They're all insane. It's great.
They're all insane. Yanma steals back his supercomputer, which makes a lot of sense since, you know, we lost his other computer before. I love that it's super tiny. I love that his retainer's like, "Are you sure we won't get in trouble?" And he's like, "Oh, we will, but we got to do it anyway." And he's like, "You're so cool, Yanma."
Yeah. After that, I saw it on Twitter, but I forgot who. I think they actually just got a cameo from an AKB48 member to be Rita, to be Rita's mentor for like 2 minutes before.
I just love that they got like a real idol. And again, because he can teleport people from Earth, it's just canonically like a real idol from Earth gets teleported, and she's like, "Oh my god, am I in a tokusatsu show? Can I transform? Oh my god, I love this so much. This is so fucking cool. Wait, where's the director? Please, can I transform before getting like sent back?"
It's so funny.
Honestly,
and it was also super cute too, because like the episode was like someone was joking, like they're joking, like, "Oh wait, it's because it was your parents' dying wish, right?" No, I have a healthy relationship with my parents. I see them every day.
I visit them. I love how, because we had thought like, oh, maybe we don't know Rita's parents, but it turns out no, Rita knows them and visits them off screen all the time. Then we get it was your dream as a kid to be an idol. You know, you're hated as, you know, the Gokun's ruler, but like you can be loved by the people. Like me, I can help you. And it's like, no, seriously, I'm just investigating. Like, don't worry about it.
It's so funny.
And then at the end, you're like, actually, you know, I read the last chapter of Mofun and Me, and you feel like unnecessary, like we don't need you. But we always need you. We couldn't do this without you. And it's like, Marfonia being like, no, you guys don't get it. Rita's cool because she doesn't give in to these base instincts. And Rita just has to scream and be like, no, seriously, for the last time, I've been fucking undercover to try to figure out what they were doing. And everyone's like, oh, really?
Yeah, like they all thought it was so deep, but no, Rita is just being like herself. Like yeah, she's just so focused on the job that like she's just doing what she can, and like no one wants to believe it. They all think there's some sort of deep reason.
Yep. And here's the thing. They got us, because I was thinking that too, because of the fucking Himeno episode. You're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get like some, what's the real story? The real story is what she told us at the very beginning. She's just investigating.
Yeah. It's so funny. Yeah, they really played us all with that. It's so good.
Also, the like lore implication of there being a second guy inside that one jester was cool. In general, it was just a very fun episode to watch. Jeremy being like, well, how are we supposed to figure that out? And Rita screaming, "You're not allowed to say that, motherfucker."
Yes!
Oh my god.
The Jeremy call was so strong.
It was so strong. It was so good. I am really... I know it's gonna come back later, because they every time that I'm worried about it, we always find out what he's doing. But I'm curious what Davowski was doing this episode. I love that at the end, you know, they were like, well, why are you so worried about it? We're like, well, because we're your friends, and we want you to be happy. And it's like, oh, okay. We get a super sick fight, and then I want to say, like, the big change in, like, the status quo for this episode is, by the end of it, Rita is not wearing their little, like, mask anymore.
Yeah.
And I hope that's a thing that just stays throughout the series. We'll see. I don't think we saw too much of it in the preview. But yeah, we're going to end Scopa again for next episode, and big reveal, it's time for the power-up, baby!
Yeah, King of Kings! Yeah, sorry, I had to, because like that's when it shows off, like when they have like their like kind of like insect arm stuff. I didn't realize they were actually going to use the stuff from the opening.
Yeah, I didn't get that I didn't know that they were going to get that as like power-ups. It's really cool, because honestly, that's such a visually cool part of the opening. I can't wait to see this as their power-up form. Obviously, we know that they've needed to do something to actually deal with the jesters. And as much as I wish everyone would have just been able to use this crown or share the crown or something, this is also something really cool.
Yeah. Also, like, I mean, I should have realized they were going to do this the moment they added Jeremy and gave him his tarantula stuff in the opening. I should have realized this was coming.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, you'd think we just thought it was a cool aesthetic flourish, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, it worked out, and us finding out that actually we've seen their like power up form since like episode 1 is really funny.
Yeah.
Cannot
So
wait to
good.
see the scythe and all the claws and all the things. They look super sick. I'm sure the people with wings are going to be zapping around too.
Yep.
Oh my
this
god, I
is
feel like the
great.
funniest is going to be Dabowski because he's got the little bee stinger on his butt.
Oh no, that's right.
Dabowski's about to show us something next episode.
Yeah, I mean, we also need to find out what the hell Dabowski's doing. Like you said, but
Well,
he had so
we'll
funny-
figure it out.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's no there's no supreme justice, crime time.
Yeah, literally
So
off
funny.
to commit crimes. I also just love the dumb joke that now I know people know the quote because of Jujutsu Kaisen right now because it's really popular. But like, you know, within heaven and earth, only one rig is the honored one. So like fucking Buddhist philosophy, the best computer there is. I love that it's so fucking tiny too. It's really funny.
Yeah.
But with that, we will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, later.
Later.
This program is brought to you by...
Our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
You can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.